Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's video. So we're just gonna be doing a simple strategy. Just gonna be showing you guys, how you can improve your trading from a beginner to a pro trader, to trade like a pro trader, in the space of probably a month. This is a easy, strategy. We call it the ICC strategy by Trade by Side. So without any further ado, if you're new to the channel, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and then don't forget to switch on your notifications. Either way, let's get right into it, right? So if you're a beginner, so you should be able to know about your support and resistance level. For instance, let's take this uptrend. So in this case, your support and resistance levels will be just around here. So this is your BO resistance, this will be your support. Same thing if the market is going down, right? So this will be your resistance and this will be your support, right? So the main aim is to actually trade the breakouts of the support and resistance. So that's what ICC is. So ICC would say that because ICC stands for indication, indication, correction, and then continuation, right? And then continuation, right? So now the indication would come and then you wait for the correction to happen. So it as it goes, indication, correction, and continuation. So you have to follow it just like that. You understand? So for instance, now we had the market come to up to this level of resistance, came down from the support, and then broke above. So now this became the indication that the market wants to continue to go up, right? So now the market will then, what the market will do is the market will definitely want to correct. The market should then be able to correct in this nature, right? That's what the market should do. The market should be able to correct now. So with the correction, most people call it a retest. When you come to a smaller time frame, you would see something like this, more of a downtrend happening here. This is the correction. It can even come back into this and then probably break out from a higher high, higher low, and then another higher high, maybe another higher low, and then shoot back up to create a new high, right? So now we're gonna take this here as the correction. Let me just change this. Let me change it to red. Yeah. Now this would be the correction, right? You would usually find the correction in a 15-minute candlestick. The indication you will find it around 1 hour or 4 hour, breaking the previous highs. If this is an uptrend, same thing. If that's what that was gonna be a downtrend, right? If that was gonna be a downtrend, same thing. This also is also an indication that the market wants to go down because why? The market is breaking your lows, right? So you have a low around this area, right? The market is breaking your low, and then here the market breaks your highs, right? The market breaks your highs, gives you an indication that it wants to go up, come back, corrects or retests. But I would prefer to say correct the market, and then you move to smaller time frame. Once the correction is busy with the correction, you want to move to smaller time frames like your 15-minute, your 5 minute, just to get it in entry. Once the market gives you a sign of a reversal to the upside, probably a retest above this level of resistance, or a break below and then a break above, and then with the higher highs and higher lows, then you can enter based off that. You can enter based off that and aim for the upside, right? Aim for the upside. Same thing with this on the downside. You have an indication. You're gonna have that correction with an uptrend, small uptrend on a 15-minute or a 5 minute chart. You're gonna have that small uptrend, and like I said, it can even come back into this and then break out, give you lower low, lower highs, and then you can enter based of that, and then probably target this or continue to hold, right? So that's how it will look in this instance, right? That's how it will look in this instance. You know, that's how it will look. You have first the indication, the correction, which then becomes a retest based on, you know, what people, some people would say. People would say, "Nah, the market is coming to retest." But remember that your indication, you have your indication on a bigger time frame, right? Remember that indication, you find it on the bigger time frame. Then your correction, you find it on a 15 minute or 5 minute chart, right? Then the continuation is just the entry now. Now the entry becomes the continuation. The market will continue with the movement that it indicated that below this level we want to sell. Now that is your continuation, and the market indicated that below this low it wants to sell. It has potential to sell. So the minute it comes there below there, you take a sell. You can aim for this or you can let it run. Same thing. The market given indication that above this high, there's a potential to buy. So what once it corrects, what you wanna do, you wanna buy. So what I wanna do is I wanna go into the market and I'm gonna try to show you what I meant, overall, just to give you a practical example of this what I've been showing you right now, right? So I'm just gonna quickly delete everything here. Right. Yeah. So let's start with the bigger time frame. Let's start with the 4 hour. Right. So as you can see, gold has been very, very, very bullish the past few days and few weeks has been bullish. So with that being said, what you wanna do is you wanna look at the recent, at what is currently happening recently, right? So we have the recent, what is currently happening, and then as we can see that the market actually created a high here, a low, and then a higher high, and then probably a lower low, right? A low actually. But there's not much that you see on a 4 hour. Then you can move to a 1 hour that you don't see, that much. So you want to get more information. The more information you get, the better, right? So still on a 1 hour now, you can see on the 1 hour that okay, the market same came up, created a higher high, created a higher low, and then created a higher high, created a higher low, created a higher high, created a higher low, created a higher high, and then broke below, and then created the lower low, right? Created the lower low, and then came back. Now this, we'll talk about this, but I want you to pay attention that on this lower low, I want you to pay attention there, right? So as you can see, I did say that the market would give you indications, right? The market will give you indication, and as you can see, the market has been giving indications as it goes up, right? It creates this high, comes back, corrects, create this other high, comes back, correct, create this other high, and then now it breaks the structure. Now what you want to do is you want to highlight this. Say, okay, this was a break of structure. Now the market is showing that below this level, it has potential to sell. It has potential to sell below this, right? It has much potential to sell below this level. And above this level, there's potential to buy, right? So as you can see, this is what's been happening. The market, whenever it comes to this level here, it's a level of support or resistance, depending where the market is. It has been reacting off of that. We have price whenever it's upside is reacting off of that, but price whenever it's downside is reacting also off of that. It says potential to sell. So now it gave you an indication that below this, it can be bearish. right? Price can be bearish below this, give us an indication, right? So let me just delete this. It broke structure. It broke structure. That higher low. It broke that higher low, creating a lower low, right? So now we have to wait for the correction. You have to wait for the market to correct. So and where did I say that you find a correction? You usually find a correction on a 15-minute or the 5 minute, but usually on the 15 minute. So let's go down. Let's go to 15 minute. Let's see what the correction is like. And as you can see, voila, as you can see, the correction pushed up, creating some highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. Here it goes and creates highs and lows, highs and then lows and highs and lows and highs, right? But remember, I said that the market below this indication where it broke the low of this 1 hour higher low, it has potential to sell. So we already know that the market gave us an indication that below this level it can sell, right? And the same way it sold, it can sell down. You understand? So the market came, gave us a low, gave us a lower high. I would have took my first entry here. My stop loss would have just been above this higher low, because that's how I trade the ICC, right? The first entry would have came here. The first entry would have came here. My stop loss just above this higher low, and then my aim is here. My aim is here. As you can see, the aim will be here, right? So we could, because why? We know that the market, whenever it gets below this, it has potential to sell. Because based on what we see on this indication, that the indication gave us that whenever the market is below that area, it can sell. It has potential to sell, just like it's sold here. It has potential to sell. Same thing, as you can see, check the sell. It has potential to sell below this area. So that's what you want to really focus on into these kind of entries. That whenever market is below, it has potential to sell, you know. But whenever it's about you, one thing you want to also be mindful of is the trend. Where you are on, the trend. Understand what trend you are in, understand the trend, understand whether you in a whether in a downtrend or uptrend, right? We were in an uptrend. We were in an uptrend, right? Market broke below the higher lows. Market is not supposed to break below the higher low. It's supposed to break the highs to continue to be bullish. But once it break below the higher lows, then it giving signs that it wants to be bearish. Price can be bearish. Now we take it from that level of support and resistance there to say, okay, the market gave an indication that it can sell below this level, and we sold. Our entry came off of that. Oh, it came off of that level to say, look, below this level, market has potential to sell. You understand? And based on also some of the things, like I would add to say, look, above this level, we had the higher high on 15 minutes, then we started having higher lows. We started having higher lows. You understand? And also having some lower lows. As the market kept on going down, we started having lower lows. You understand? Started having lower lows. And this also was proving now that the market actually wants to sell. And also, I wasn't scared enough. I wasn't even scared when the market started to push it upside, because these two could back me up, and also these lower lows can back me up, showing that we do have sellers which are coming in at these areas. We do have sellers which are pumping the market at those areas. We have sellers which are pumping the market at these areas. We have sellers coming in here. We have sellers coming in here, and we have sellers coming in here. And that the indication to say this indication that happened here to say that the market break below this, that means the buyers which were sitting here on the level of support, which were pushing the market on the up to whenever it gets there to actually go up, which were pushing the market up, the buyers which were sitting here, they are no longer there because the market broke first time, came back, broke the second time, came back and broke the third time. So the sellers are some there, sellers who are sitting here. So whenever now I'm getting these signs that the sellers are also pushing the market to the downside, why not take an entry to the downside whenever market is in this side? So that is currently what I've been doing. That is currently why this the current sell that I took. You understand? So I would show you guys. I'm running some profits also on some of the trades. I did call the signal on the group. I did call the signal on the group, as you can see. Since yesterday I called the signal in the group, I had a video. Hence I was explaining the entry, in terms of how we got into the entry and everything. So I've been running profits on this. So if you wanna join the group, I will leave the link below, so you can join the free community. We don't sell any courses, we don't sell any signals. We just giving free knowledge, helping everyone understand trading. So we don't sell you anything. So it's a free community. You can come and learn, and then take trades whenever we take trades. And yeah, I'll help you out with anything that you need. And we do have a PDF where we did this strategy to explain it much better, so you can also be able to learn of that. But also we will be uploading more videos on our channel. So yeah, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Until next time.